made this diamond plated, taking the Morgan Wallen in an elevator. I'll be turning on you like a generator. I'll be the greatest that you ever hated, that you ever hated. Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this opening kickoff will not even reach the landing zone. It hits short of the 20, so that's going to move the ball out to the 40-yard line.
Easy, 63, back. Don't touch that. Don't touch.
Barkley, inside handoff. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 38-yard line.
And they're going to motion Dots into the left. Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Let's go. Trim.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 22. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
A gain of 22 yards.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Throwing is Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
It's never any fun, Brandon, when you're the defensive team and the first drive of the game, you give up a touchdown. The key is not to get down. Make those adjustments and come back for your next series with the intent of shutting them down.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 35-yard line.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
Come on, Don! Come on! 180! Nice shot!
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 8. Now Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
180! Sit hot! 180!
To throw is Jackson. Taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. But certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
You, come on. 180. 180 hot. Go here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
$180. 13. Sit hot. 180. Finish it up.
Here's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do. But when you have to think about your assignments against him,
It often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try to match his athleticism. They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Alpha, sit hard. 180. Sit hard. Yo. Hey. Sit hard.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's into the clear. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Eagles 14. Ravens have it. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
I got a shot. Sit up.
A first down carry for Henry. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Hey, Ozzy. Sit up. Sit up. 180. Sit up.
They go play action with Jackson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Great. Set. Alpha.
Smith, the man in motion left. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
Now it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's 4th down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Don't touch. Foul that Getty. Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Trimmer, trimmer, trimmer. Hey. 73. 73. Foul that Getty. Don't touch.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That one downfield for Dotson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Forcing the incomplete pass on 4th down and then roughing the passer.
Your offense was ready to roll, ready to get out on the field and take over. Instead, self-inflicted. Now they have to stay on the field and play.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And this one too low.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Slot man moves right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 39 yards. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0.
Ravens nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And running with power here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete.
Lots of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Good. Set. 180.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Good. Set. Miami. 180.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Jackson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
35-yard line.
Jackson now. And that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jackson finds his man over the middle. It's likely. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
Middle. Sit on.
Back to throw. Jackson. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Let's go. Trimmer.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
At the 43-yard line.
Trimmer.
Here's Hurts to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brings up second and 7.
180.
Hurts. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. To Barkley on the check down. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up second
4
down.
yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Ravens' 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson, 40 yards. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 28-0.
Ravens nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they got something to prove. Almost feels like
Something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here's Jackson to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Great, set.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Yo.
Now Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, report. To what?
Here's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
But this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground, because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Jackson going to keep it, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Throw caught by Flowers. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Jackson. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Jackson going to keep it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. Jackson. And now here's another interception. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.